Okay, cool. I'm playing my final game for the Welcome to 2023. I'm just waiting for Chris to
Check.
Oh, there he is. I was just saying I
Hello?
was waiting. Yep. Can you hear me?
Hello. 1 second. Let me check my voice settings here.
Okay. Well, he does that. Playing my other list again. Desert Dragons. Can you hear me?
I should be hearing you.
I'm lighting on. Okay. I'll let him figure that out. Other list. So other in Spears, Royal Guard, Golden Company, Bolton Flayed with Glory Seeker, Oberyn, Alaria, and Doran, who I've moved away from, but last events I was bringing him in. Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I couldn't hear you there for a little bit.
No problem. I was just starting the stream and took the time to point out the lists.
Oh, right on. Would it mess up your stream if we moved it over to Sunday Slaughter to stream it over Discord?
Um, it wouldn't mess it up if you also streamed it. If that, I don't know if I can easily switch what my stream account's streaming to.
No, I meant like the our voice channel.
Oh, yeah, no, that's no problem.
All
It
right,
actually
sweet.
won't change anything.
All right, cool. So we'll move over.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Let me see. You're running Roose and Guard, Mountain, Halberds, Red Cloaks, Brigands. Okay.
Yep. Hi, Sparrow, Pyso, and Peter.
It's fun. Okay. I guess we can roll for.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's not a World Cup game. I'm going to use my Canada logo. 5. I'm just going to put a nice. Tree right here.
Yeah, makes sense. We'll do that.
Sounds good. Bug. Let's see where can I get. Good. Not good. Good enough. There we go.
Cool. Now I'll go with. Do that.
Sounds good.
Alright, ready terrain. And then rolling again.
Got another 5.
Ooh, 6. I will let you choose size.
Okay, I'll keep my side. Start with some Royal Guard. Cool.
Okay. Go with. I'll go with Roose.
Sure. Sounds good. Do. That's what I need. That should fit. Yes, cool.
Alright.
Harmen Uller.
The cloaks.
Golden Company. See if I can actually remember that they have Sentinel this game.
Same.
More importantly, see if it actually matters. Okay, you put the mountain down. Cool.
Yep.
Flayed men here. Yeah, let's do this. Not too close to the edge though. Let's go something like that. Let's try that.
We'll go with Bruce and Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
And my Brigands. Here.
Okay, we'll draw my cards.
Yep. I'll go second. And start of your turn.
Start of my turn, I have Battle Endurance.
Nice. Of course. Start of my turn. Lannister pays his debts on.
I'm always worried whenever I play. I play a lot of Lannisters. It feels like I'm always nervous when I get first turn Battle Endurance. I'm like, oh god, are they going to start with counterplot? Because I've had that happen.
I wish.
Had that happen enough times. Okay. So sorry, you put Lannisters on the red cloaks. Cool.
Yep.
That's why I don't like using Doran anymore. But I'll activate Doran.
I'll play Whisper Threats.
Tokens, you say? You want me to give you tokens? Whispered Threats is after resolving the zone. Cool. Whatever. I'll go swords. Take a token.
I will give one enemy becomes vulnerable, then target one enemy, then panic. Okay. I'll go vulnerable and panic there.
Cool.
We'll go with. Let's see. Bags or swords.
Here, I'll give you a copy of Doran for. Oh.
Thank you.
Just like in real life, where I've now copied. I printed a copy of him that I just give my opponent at the beginning of games.
Yeah, we'll go with Peter on the letters.
Sure.
2. And then I'll put a weekend on Flayed Men.
Sure. Sure. I'll activate Oberyn.
Sure.
And I'll take Water Gardens.
Yep.
And I'll influence. That's a good question. I don't think it matters this round. I'll put it on Flayed Men.
Okay. I will activate the mountain.
Sure.
Think so?
Oh, sorry. Do you mind? That's fine. I'll wait.
Oh, what's up?
Nothing. I was
Oh, shift?
thinking I was going to do a shift.
Sure.
That was slow. So yeah, I'm just going to attack reposition these guys up 3. Sorry. I need to call the wait a second quickly before that. So that was, yeah, so mountains activated.
Yes.
Your first next round. Okay. Gonna activate Uller.
Sure.
He's just gonna march up. Let's pivot, march there. I'm gonna probably move him back a bit. I'm just gonna put him where he can get to. I just want to see. Okay. I think Uller is happy where he is.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. I will activate High Sparrow.
Sure.
We'll take the horse, and we will march up right before the ball there.
You're like, nope, not touching that box.
All right.
Okay. Who do you want to put High Sparrow on?
Oh, thanks. High Sparrow on. We'll do it on Uller.
Sure. I'm just gonna activate Royal Guard. Just want to march up. Yeah, that looks good.
Sure.
Do I want to pivot? Pivot a little bit. Attack roller. Mountain's fairly slow, at least. No, pivot something. Like so. Wait 1 second. Actually, sorry. I need to redo that. Sorry. Oh, should have saved it. So they shifted 3 earlier. I just want to march up. So they need to be a bit closer. So that when they pivot, it doesn't take them outside of shifting. Cool. And then I think that looks good. Thanks. Your go.
So Roose would have a march of 6, right, with the log?
I think it's 7.
7?
Because I think it doesn't reduce your move characteristic. It reduces how far you move.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll activate Roose and we'll go 7.
I feel like we're both heading to this same objective. Because both of us are like, I don't know if I want to punch that other person. And you have first move next turn. Fun, fun, fun. So that's them. So you're down to those 3 and Pycelle. Let's see. If you were to march up 10, I still wouldn't be able to shoot you. So I'll activate these guys.
Sure.
Do they want to just move 5? Do they want to march? I feel like panic's going to be an important thing this game. So I think they'll just actually just march up. So I'm not going to be not in the corpse pile, so I might as well get... Oh, there we go. Inside the tree.
Activate Reflux.
Sure.
March and we'll march the full.
March them full. Okay. Well, I guess I'll activate these guys. I'm just gonna move and march up. What's the threat range? These guys move 6. If you really want the charge, I'll give it to you. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna go and just make it so they're helping partially block Uller. So that'll be them.
8. March Ramsey. And then and do a slight
Very slight pivot.
pivot.
Because like me, your guys were lined up pretty much touching each other.
Right. Actually, hang on. So, what's her face? Ilaria. You remove tokens from there. You'll put it on the red cloaks, which I'd much rather you do than Roose or Ramsey. So I'm just going to activate these guys, and we're just going to go.
Nope.
We'll go there.
Oh, I was like, someone's talking. It must be. Someone joined and had their audio going. You're just going there? Nah, you almost wandered into my... You had two things in long of me. Let's see. You can crowns at me, but this is my list that's pretty crown resistant, so Ilaria will activate.
We'll play the other whispered threats.
Just putting tokens back down on me, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I'll take the bags. Now let me think. You still have Pycelle. So you can put weakened it back. If I take it off, you'll put it back, but if I don't take it off, you'll just... Question is, what's more valuable? Getting 2 tokens down or getting a token off? Okay, so she will target the Flayedman with the bag ability to remove the weakened.
Sure.
And then... she's going to target, let's say, Royal Guard with her personal ability.
Okay.
And weaken both of these units because I control swords.
And I will put a panicked. I always forget Uller has Iron Resolve too. That's nice.
So this list, everyone except for the Royal Guard has Iron Resolve.
Great.
Yeah.
Well.
And they're all 3 of them are morale 6, effectively morale 5 because of Iron Resolve, and then one's just a morale 5 unit.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think we'll do that with the tokens.
Sure. And then you can.
And then we will zap the Royal Guard.
Sure. Do you have a Hear Me Roar or anything? Or?
Nope.
Cool. Just on the 6. Would you like me to reroll the 6?
You're out of activation, so you can't use.
I can because after your turn, I will get a start of turn because you still have activations.
Gotcha.
So
I'll save it.
You'll save it? Okay.
Yeah. And then for my last activation, Ramsey now will march.
What, you didn't want me to do 2 wounds to Uller?
I'd rather not. Not because I can't even guarantee that you'll fail the test if I spend the panic.
That's true. It's a 4+ for me to pass, which 50-50 is, it's pretty decent. Cool.
All right. And that's the round.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of Superior Positioning because it's a garbage card.
I'll get rid of Subjugation because I feel like that's a garbage card.
Okay.
Not as bad as Superior Positioning, though. And I'll draw 2.
Round 2. Do you have any start of round abilities?
I do not, no.
Neither do I. Not that I'm going to play. Do you have any start of turns? It's nice of you. I love getting both Whispered Threats out early is always nice. Do you say yes or no to start of turn?
No.
Cool. I'm going to attack reposition.
Sure.
I'm just going to grab this objective.
You got it. Right. So now, water gardens or crowns?
Water garden or crown, yeah.
This is a bit tough.
This is the nice turn where you don't even need Peter to do the block.
Right. I'm just trying to deny swords from you, which would be nice. So if I took Peter, swords, water gardens with... So...
You could triple. You could essentially go with all 3 NCUs before I get 1 NCU.
Right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll Peter use the token, use water gardens.
No. This is actually one of the big reasons I hate Doran. Not so much because like his ability is whatever, but the ability to like water gardens in general, just shutting down swords is really annoying.
Right.
My go. Start a turn. I'm going to play Battle Endurance.
Yeah, we're gonna try to counterplot that.
Sure. Do you know what? Normally I'd be like, oh, that sucks, but oh well. I got
There
one
you
out.
got one out.
Well, and the thing is, honestly, the Martell deck is so good. Half the time I'm like, oh, cool, you're getting rid of counterplot. That's fine.
Yeah, it's either that or set for charge, to be honest. But this round, I'm not too worried about set for charge if I'm water gardening you.
Why?
Just because I would much rather get set for charge after you activate.
Yeah. Do I punch? Do I just go in with Flayed, man? Do I wait? Probably the answer.
Oh, do you mind if I should last round? You can tell me if it's too late, but I would have pie-selled your Flayed, man.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that was what, your last activation? So
Yeah.
That's completely fine. Also, we had discussed that you were going to do that.
Yeah.
I took it off them so that you wouldn't have it on them and the real guard. I guess I may as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna activate here, because I think that's the correct call.
Sure.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to shoot Ramsey or if I want to shoot the Red Cloaks. Red Cloaks can flank my Royal Guard, but realistically speaking, they don't hit that hard. I know what I'll do. I'll look at stat-wise, they're identical, right? Defensively, yeah, 4 and 6. You don't control bags. You can still feel panic. Okay, that makes my choice. I'll shoot the Red Cloaks. Let's see if my Golden Company actually want to shoot today. They have my last time I played with them, they were being outshot by. Yup, there we go. They were being outshot by Greyjoy Bowman. For unit hitting on 3s, they were not hitting at all.
So at least you got to win through.
Panic on. Oh, silly me. I was like, oh, that's a Crossbow, but no, it's not. So on a 5. Should have just shot Roose. That would have been smart. Wouldn't have got a shot through, though. So you're fine.
Ice Barrel, Water Gardens. He will influence. Royal Guard.
Sure. I'll activate Uller.
Sure.
I'm going to play Cunning Ploy.
You got it.
And I'm just going to maneuver these guys back too.
Mm-hmm.
Run away with the token.
Yes, I'm fine. Like, it's like that makes me wonder. Like, do I just ignore that 7-point unit and just have them sit there and run away? I might be okay with that.
Do you know what? So like the last time I actually played a similar, like pretty much this match, it was like the same mission, Lannisters. It was a race to the center to grab the middle thing. He was playing Roose and Blackguard, so I didn't, and I had Royal Guard with Nymeria attachment in it, and it was just like whoever got it didn't want to punch. But then he had Tywin, and he Tywin bombed. My Royal Guard just couldn't pass a morale check, and he just Tywin bombed them down.
Oof.
Yeah. Your go. Play Zelda Crown.
Got to. And what? Screw it. We'll zap them.
Zap the Royal Guard.
Yeah.
Cool. Still on the 6. I passed.
I think now is where I use it on the 4. Yeah.
I'm gonna unbowed and bent.
Sure.
And I'll re-roll all of it. I fail for 2. Oh well. But I still get to put unbowed and bent down on someone, and we will put it on to... Oh, who wants it? Let's give it to... Ramsey.
And then I'll heal 1 with the High Sparrow.
Yep.
And then I'll put a weakened on.
And you get to place this token.
Yes, and it's within an
2.
inch? 2.
I think it's within 2? Anywhere within 2 of that unit.
Got it. We'll go like so.
Cool. My go.
Yep.
Oberyn activates.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Horse. Give me my token back. The funny thing is, the guys I was talking about the game, as I said, the Royal Guard kept failing every single panic check. And it was literally just the same. It was just like, oh, I dropped it, pick it back up. Dropped it, pick it back up. Dropped it, pick it back up. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so...
Oh, sorry,
Oberyn.
go
for it.
We'll go on Royal Guard.
Sure.
And, sorry, let me just... want to make sure I'm not getting flanked. That should be fine. Cool.
Alright, let me see if I can do some funky stuff here. So if I were to march up with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid, because I don't want to give you swords. Next round, you get rerolls. But
yep. They start turning on next round.
Yep.
But at the same time, realistically, I'm getting sword next round no matter what, and I have the crossbows, right? So it's not, I can
Right.
make use of it.
Right.
It's funny. So I was checking. I was like, when was we played one time, and it was in my first event, way back when. And actually, I think you were playing Roose then as well.
Really?
I think you were playing. Is either you're playing Roose or you're playing. You might have been playing Euron in Blackguard. Might have been what it is.
Ah, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. We're playing Targaryens.
I
I
was
remember that.
back when,
That was a very
back in the
close
good
match.
days of uh, Fueled by Slaughter Blood Riders.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember because I remember your Flayed men just wouldn't die. They just kept dying, and then you kept what is deads, and then they kept healing, and then I was like,
Yeah. Um, Let me see if this march would work, and then see if I'm blocking a front charge here.
you are.
Alright, so I will end up backing up just a tiny bit, just to keep that block.
Sure.
And that'll be their activation.
Okay. Since you now let me actually play with NCUs, um, I'm gonna play. I'll activate Ilaria. These guys aren't wounded. That was a misclick, I think. I'll activate Ilaria,
Got it.
and she will go to bags. She'll remove here. I'll draw 2. Okay, and the classic Martell question: who wants a weakened token? Um, no, let's give these guys a weakened. And yep, that's the whole card resolution. Here you go.
Nope. Activate the mountain.
Sure.
We'll take the token.
I figured as much.
Yep.
Realistically, he's very good in this mission just for sitting on the token.
Yeah, I gotta use my 4-point unit in some capacity, and I'm not going toe to toe with Royal Guard, that's for sure.
No, it's really not worth it with him because they can win it and they can block his hits pretty.
Right.
I've just seen him bounce off of them repeatedly, so I understand the choice. Do I remove weekends? What do I want to do? I should have weakened Ramsey. Let's see. They hit on 4s though, right? 7 on 4s. I am vulnerable, which I'm not a big fan of. And those guys are vicious. Yeah, they're vicious. Not a fan of that either. What does it get me? You'll probably end up with the token. think that might be okay. It might be a big mistake. Let's see. You have Royal Guard to activate. Oh, these guys still have to activate, eh? Okay, so you have those 3. Yeah, Flayed Men will go in.
Sure.
Just gonna go for the flank.
That's good.
Yep. I'm just going to align first. So I'll align like this and pick up the token.
Sure. I will align. Obviously. Ooh. Do I want to do that?
Leave your flank and rear open to shots.
Right. I mean, I'm like almost auto failing. It seems like a panic test at this point. So really, it just comes down to if I can save on 5s.
It's a question of -5 or -6. So.
Right.
I guess -4 or -5 because of the Weirwood.
I mean that is interesting. Sorry, if you don't just give me a second here. So,
no, of course.
With crits, yeah, 4s seems a lot better than 5s. But then next round is gonna hurt. Can I do about that? I suspect I will probably be down to last rank after this attack. We're gonna have to go like this.
Cool. And then do your attacks. Should have weakened them. Who did I weaken? I weakened the Brigands. That's why I did. Okay.
7 on 4s.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
6.
That's like the opposite of my crossbows. This is really bad because I'm vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely vulnerable.
Okay. That could have been much worse. After your roll, I was expecting much worse.
Yeah.
Panic on a 4?
Well, I have Intimidating Presence, so you're on a what?
5.
5?
Yeah, because I'm inside the tree.
Yeah, we'll spend the panic.
Okay, what are you re-rolling?
The 3. You got it.
Cool. And then I get to do my attacks.
Yes.
Yeah, taking 3 there was not good. Nope, I don't need that. Just 6 dice now. Reroll the failures. Jesus Christ.
Man.
Just 4 hits.
4 on 4s.
That was really bad. Okay.
Oh, 3.
And then a panic at minus 3, 5, 4.
10. Here it is. So 4.
4 wins. Could have been much better. Oh, sorry. You take 1 wound as well because my panic test. I passed a panic test.
Got it.
And you become weakened from.
And then
this.
Start of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will slap reek.
Yep. Is that everyone or just the 3? Just the 3.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 6. Then I'm going to go in with my Brigands.
They're going to activate? I'll give you Rising Temps. It's just
no tactics cards right now.
Yeah.
Alright, auto in.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's the type of luck I need.
Alright. 7 on 3. 6 or 7? 7.
They're 7. They're actually, like, they're 7-5, which is annoys me now that they're 6 points. Weaken. Three on 4s. Pass them all.
Oh my god.
Let's do a wound to... Let's do a wound to them. Yeah, we'll do a wound to them. I might end up getting greedy this next turn, which is a terrible idea. So that's a wound to them. Now it's my go. So I will have one more start of turn after this. No, I have 2 more start of turns. I'll activate Doran.
Sure.
I'll take the bag. I'm just going to heal Lexo.
I'll activate Roose and I'll attempt to charge. Looks like on a...
Should be auto. Oh no, my you're -1, so on a 2.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Back to back 1-inch. Yeah, because that bog, the bog did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? I completely forgot I still had the Royal Guard to activate.
Panic test on 7.
6? Or are they base 7? Oh, they're base 7.
They're base 7.
Okay. They're fine. That was humorous. So you have... Oh, you only have 1 activation after this, right?
Yep.
So this will be my last start of turn.
Yep.
So I will use... I'm just going to start putting order tokens on Uller just because he has 3 orders, and otherwise it can be confusing. So he's used Tack Repo this turn. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take them off when they're used. So he's used Tack Repo. I'll use Supply Aid as well. So he will... Let's go with, well, I guess since my only opportunity, I'll do 1 to heal 2. And then Royal Guard will activate. And I think they'll just move back 2, I guess.
Sure.
Like, you're right, there is, like, something a bit crummy about having my 7-point unit just sitting on an objective. But, I don't know, I'm of the view, yeah, I can win off of objectives.
Right.
I've had my times of playing win by murder, and I don't feel like doing that.
I have to go for this play, and let me see how this could work. So I'm going to activate them. Let me see how I can march. I don't think I can block.
Before you move, do you want to just double check who's in long of them? I think it's probably everyone, but...
Yeah, I would go for the Royal Guard, though.
Okay.
So I am going to maneuver, so we'll zap your Royal Guard at a -3.
Yeah, so on an 8, they'll probably drop it.
Oh, I needed that!
Boom, nailed it. There we go.
So much.
Yeah, because you could have put it in the way of them.
That's so crazy. I needed that. Yeah, we're gonna march there. Yeah, 2 failed charges. Crit failing.
Do you know what I did forget?
What's that?
Sentinel. Doesn't matter because
Oh, right, yeah.
moving wise, it doesn't really matter because I think either way I'm gonna be able to. Oh, actually, no, it actually would have mattered. I could have moved up to get into your rear. Oh well, that's fine. What did I say at the beginning of the game? I was gonna forget it.
I did too.
So that's. You're done?
Yep, that's around.
Cool. So I scored
Oh, no,
2.
yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
I scored 2. You scored 1. Oh, someone. Where's that static coming from? Is that on your end or mine? Okay, I'm just gonna try muting and unmuting myself. Weird. Are you hearing that static too?
Oh.
Oh, ow. Smacking my thing did not work. I'll keep my 1 card and draw 2.
Draw 1.
I'm not going to use the start of round ability.
I have a start of turn.
I have a start of turn, so I'll play mine first. I'm going to use my Roinish Vengeance. I'm going to Roinish Vengeance Mountain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's my favorite Roinish Vengeance target.
Yep.
Crown Zap for instant kill.
I will slap Reek.
Yep. You're
Before
like,
he dies.
Before he dies.
Yeah. It's only Flayed man.
Yep.
Oh, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna use Peter's 1 time to control the bags.
Control the bags.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, bags is what makes it so they take their -1 from panic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get greedy? Is greed the option here? Fine. We'll activate Ilaria.
One for swords. You get to remove. You get to remove 1 either way.
Yeah.
In place. Yeah, I hate to do this, but we're gonna have to intrigue.
Yep. That's why, because you want to be able to place the weekend.
2, yeah.
Cool. So you get to place your weekend now.
Flayed man.
Mm-hmm. And she loses her abilities, so I don't get to remove the weekend. So I will take swords. Interesting. This is an interesting question. My plan was to hit here. Use these guys, remove the weekend, blast into you. I'm trying to think which is actually... I guess the Flayed men have 1 better chance of making you fail a panic test. Both are 6 dice with rerolls. They have much higher chance of getting through your armor, though. So we're going to do that. I'm already in long for in short for the purposes of rerolls. Do I want to shift back maybe a bit? Yeah, I might shift back just a touch. Yeah. Let's shift back a touch. And we'll do 6 on 3s, rerolls both ways. I assume you'll weaken.
Yeah, got to.
3 hits.
3 on
6s.
6s. Yeah, it's really going to come down to the panic here.
Yeah, and that's why I did them, because that 6s was much better than saving on 4s. 2, 3. Panic at minus 1,
3.
3, 4, 3. Minus 3.
Oh my god.
My panic test? I pass.
We have to reroll that. 1 second. I'll play Hear Me Roar.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I pass.
Minus 2.
Oh, no, because you have intimidating.
Presence.
You have intimidating, and here we work them -1, right?
Yep.
-1, so I'm -2 plus 2. Yeah, I need a 6. Cool, I take 2.
I will play Fear Keeps a Man Alive to heal 2.
Sure. Oh, 1 second. You also get this on somebody.
I'll go with these guys.
That was very unfortunate.
Good lord.
But that's fine.
So, alright, letters and horses.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone with the Flayed Men, because I guess one better panic test wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, letter and horses.
Pycelle, we'll retreat Ramsey. God. Oh. Ugh.
Cool.
Okay, so I can go 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. My turn. I don't think. No. They're gonna be safe, you say. Safe, you say. I'll up a horse. Do I bother with it? Sure. I'll activate Doran.
Sure.
I'll take the envelope.
Yep.
I don't. Envelope's a good one. I'll take envelopes. And I'll weaken here. And I'll take a token.
Peter.
Sure.
These bags.
Sure. Yeah.
Bill.
You heal back up.
And we will use the token to do so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. That's fine. Let me see.
Who had Water Gardens last round?
Hmm?
Who had Water Gardens last round?
Did you?
You remember?
I think I had Water Gardens last round.
Oh, it was round 2. No, I did. So.
Oh yeah, you did.
Does Roy's Vengeance, does that turn off if I have Water Gardens?
Rhinish Vengeance?
Or Unbowed Unbroken, I'm sorry.
No. Unbound. So all that the sword does there is it lets me auto pass, whereas without sword I got to re-roll the dice, which is what I did.
Gotcha.
Ramsey still isn't activated. Ramsey still isn't activated. At least Reek is dead.
Reek is dead.
Stupid jerk.
Unfortunate.
So I'm just doing some quick... math. So if I go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She'll be last. Bit unfortunate. Weekend sucks. Maybe I'll leave that for now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate Uller, and I'm going to charge the Red Cloaks.
Got it.
I forgot to shift these guys, that's fine. Could have shifted them at the end of the round when they scored. I go front. Oh, shoot. Maybe I didn't want to do this. Oh well. That's fine. We'll just accept our mistakes in life. Let me check if I do here. You're not being the front. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just fine. Okay, yeah, and I'll attack. They didn't do what they normally do, which is they always seem to fail the... Oh, wow.
Nice, nice.
Oh, no, not. I clicked
Yeah, you just reroll 2. Just reroll 2.
Here. There. Failures, there we go. All nice. 7 hits.
7 on 4s.
Yep. Solid.
2. Panic on, I believe I'm within 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, flat, 6.
Good.
Cool. Spiteful Truce. Let's heal back up the Flayed Men.
Just checking, if I go here, does that block Ramsey?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now...
Yeah, cool. You're go.
High spare on the bags.
Makes sense.
We'll go ahead and heal up. Unit.
Yep.
Ooh. Or do I heal? No, we'll heal that unit. Influence. Uller.
Cool. Oberyn. Here.
Yep. So I need to activate a unit.
The water garden is doing nothing for me. I just also needed to make sure that I didn't leave it open for you to take at the end of the turn, otherwise, because it carries over to the next turn.
Right, right. Mind if you can see if you can shoot, if you can shift and shoot. You probably can.
Well, when you attack me, I can sentinel, so definitely.
Oh, right. It's just a charge, though. It's not a. Is it a shot too?
It's a maneuver or a charge.
Okay.
But I could also just charge into you, but they're hot garbage in melee, so.
Yeah, we'll attack.
Attack with red cloaks.
Yeah, we'll attack with red cloaks. When I do, I will hit Uller with a panic test -3.
Sure. -2, so that's a pass.
Reroll the 6 and the damage.
Yep. I'll take none.
Yes. None. And then I'll attack 7 on 4s.
Correct.
Again. 3.
3.
Yep.
3 on 5s. 2. Panic on a 5. Good.
Good.
I will sentinel.
Sure.
Just for curiosity. Can I get shots? I think I probably can. They've been waiting. Ever since you ran away, they've just been sitting, waiting for someone to be punched so that they can try and shoot you. I don't think they'll be able to, will they? Unless... Oh. Let me see. So if they're there, and then they shift up, will they be able to... A bit more. Maybe just. Let me actually do that accurately. So it looks like I might be able to do some weird... Oh, shoot. They were slightly back from this. So I'd done that shift at the beginning. I forgot to save. So if they go as tight as they can this way. And then okay, that looks better. Nope. Is that you or someone else?
That is not me. Hey, Chris, can you mute yourself? Sorry, buddy.
Can I do it? Move slightly, a little bit forward. Is that in? No, this one. This one. This one. Okay, let's go back. Recall. Oh, let's see, I moved 5 from here. Sorry. I feel like there's like just an angle in there where I can get a weird shift into you. If I go... like that, maybe. Let me just store this. Store. And then if this shifted up to... Looks like it's a no. But I guess I'll sentinel to there like that. Okay, so it's my go. I think I'll activate the Flayed men. Can't align like that, so I'll need to align like this. And I guess they'll just attack. Yeah. 6 rerolls both ways. Reroll the 1 failure. If only I had to charge. Vulnerable or weaken? Yeah.
Yeah, weaken, please.
Weaken. 5 hits.
5 on 6s?
5s?
You don't have Sundering yet?
No, it's only turn 3.
Okay. That's 6.
That's 2. Your 5-up save?
How many did you hit? 5?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You passed 3 of them, so you took 2.
Oh, sorry. So I had 1 wound on me, so I take 2.
Yeah.
Make on a -3.
-3 unless... Yeah, -3.
Alright. I need a 10.
Need a 10. Nope. 2 wounds, and I get this back. Start of your turn?
Go for it.
Tactical reposition.
Yep.
Because that'll get me, I think, to be able to shoot. Yeah. Cool. But also it's completely impossible to charge because they're just wedged in there like weird little wedged in friends. Oh, and these guys activated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I will...
And this is over. I'm done.
I'll retreat with my...
Yeah. Oh, they're weakened. I don't think their weakened got unset somehow.
Guys?
Yeah, they were weakened.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
So they're retreating.
Yep.
Some sort of cowards.
Well, I'm not hitting him with Oberyn.
Given that you also are -1 to hit, yeah, that's
Right.
that's probably fair.
We'll go like so.
I'll pivot like so. I'll activate crossbows.
Yep.
They'll just shoot you.
Sure.
You know, 50% hits on a 3+. That's pretty much the best I get out of them. Unless they have rerolls.
5s?
5s, yeah. That's 3.
Nice.
Panic at -1. because of the weirwood and unbad. You're good.
I will activate Roose and I'll charge.
Cool.
The cards you have in hand. Oof.
I have 3.
3 cards in hand. Did I just roll? I didn't roll yet, did I?
No, I think you just pulled the dice there.
Alright, yeah, maybe I don't do that yet. I'm sorry.
Sure.
So you have just your Royal Guard, right?
Just the Royal Guard.
We'll activate the mountain.
Sure. He's just gonna stall it out. What I'm hearing is you're gonna let me move these guys back so that I have the corpse pile.
I mean, I would much rather that than for charge.
Cool. I'm just gonna move back my 2. As you expected. Unfortunately, I got Uller engaged, which means there's a higher chance of me not wanting to use his healing, but that's fine. The healing's a nice bonus. Actually, I will end up using the healing because I can heal for 1 for free.
Right.
I'll save that.
Yeah, knowledge charge on a 2-up.
Sure. They can't fail twice, right? Except for charge. Maybe it's not a good idea to punch him, and I'll use my martial training. You become vulnerable. Because realistically, there's a fair chance you do 0 damage to me, so the Lannister Supremacy actually might be what caused me to drop the token, especially if I roll like that. 7 hits. Man.
7 on 3s.
7 on 3s, and then I have vulnerable. I'll vulnerable.
Jesus. Just fail all these 2 boys. Thank you.
There you go. And
6.
then a panic on a 7. Oh, too bad if you had failed that. Do you want a Lannister Supremacy?
Yeah.
I should. Yeah, I'm still in there. So just on a 7. I'm good.
Good.
And now you do your attacks?
Yep, so 5 dice on 4s, no rerolls, and weaken.
Yep. I'll click the activation for you. I'll leave the weaken.
Or you auto block with.
I'll just auto lock with shield walk, so you have no other way to attack.
Yep.
And you have 1 activation. So it goes to my start of turn. It's my last chance to heal with Uller, but no one's wounded, so I guess I'm not using it.
Right.
Okay, Ramsey.
I would take how many hits? 3 hits?
4. It's 2 plus ranks.
4 hits.
But otherwise, I'm gonna score 2 points. So.
Right. Which I suppose would be okay. I don't really want to go in and hit you. Screw it. Yeah, I'll charge.
Okay.
Auto win.
Roll away.
Couldn't be any worse than how it's going now.
Could be set for charge.
Sure.
So I'm going to attack, and then you'll hit Oberyn, and then you'll get to attack if you're survived.
Yep.
Yeah, I had both in hand. It was a good draw. Reroll failures. 5 hits.
5 on 4s.
5 on 4s. Take 3.
Okay.
And then panic at minus 3 minus 5.
All right.
And
Yep, you go.
And I will. I'm just gonna. They'll just surge slightly in this direction. Because you died from the melee attack, so I get 2. Cool. Okay. Unbound Unbent is gone now because it was on them. Lannister pays his debts was on Ramsay?
Red Cloaks.
It was on the Red Cloaks? Okay, so it's now activated. So now they're vicious?
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. And with that, I guess that's end. I score 2, you score 1. I will draw 2 cards.
I'll draw 3.
Cool. And flip the round tracker. You're going first. Do you have any start of round?
No.
Cool. I have Sand Diplomacy. You choose
Okay.
first, then I choose. Oh, we can just put the cards on it.
I'll choose Swords.
Cool. You're going to block swords. I will block Crown.
Okay.
This round, I want swords or crown. Oh, that was a smart play for me. Your go.
Boop, 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 boop. Peter on the Water Gardens, but we'll use the attack.
Cool. Who's attacking?
We'll attack with the Red Cloaks.
Okay, I'll play Dune Tactics, so you are at lowest rank.
I'll play Counterplot, because why not?
Yeah, go ahead. 3 up. You good? You get your full ranks. Weaken.
4 hits.
Weaken.
Yep.
2.
Hits.
2 on 5s. I'll take 1. Panic. Minus 2, right? I'm good. I will. Oberyn will activate. Oh, actually, no. Oh, I don't count as controlling swords. I could do token removal before it goes away at least, and then you weaken somebody. Oh, sorry. You, when you do that attack, I'm going to Sentinel. If that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Get in here. Or do actually. They actually know what they might want to do. Don't want that panic test. over to here. So then, do I use the sword? Swords, you can weaken someone. I can't heal. That's fun. Hitting them in the flank. Sundering. The sixes. Yeah, I'll activate Oberyn.
Sure.
I'll take the bag. Heal 3 here. And then I will influence here. The spear.
Sure.
There you go.
Myself will take the letters. We'll
Sure.
weaken these guys, and we'll draw 2.
Sure. Just getting weakens all over the place.
Now start your turn.
You have a start of my turn? I don't have a start of turn, so.
Debts on Roose.
Debts on Roose. Okay, so her ability will trigger first, so I'm going to activate Olaria.
Sure.
And she will take the sword. Remove this weakened. Now Sand Diplomacy would trigger. So you can weaken someone.
Weaken those guys.
Weaken, sorry, which guys?
Flayed.
Okay, Flaymen are back to being weakened. And then I can make an attack. There's a chance I drop the objective, which could spread fear. But no, let's take shots into the. I think I'm in the flank. Not quite. If I shift over a little bit, like there. I'm just going to shift into the flank of Roose and shoot him.
Sure.
6 on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
3 rolls. Don't need them. 6 hits on 4s.
6 on 4s.
4.
Save 2. Panic on a -1.
Yep.
Oops. Hang on, those are locked. We'll keep that roll.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
Oh, now they're
What's
all
happening?
here. Just roll all of them.
All right. I don't know why my.
You can also just press the button over here, and it just will pull them in and roll them. It's a fail. You die. So that's a point. I still have to do my panic on a 5. I'm good.
Got it.
Yeah.
We'll zap Uller.
Cool. Zapping Uller on a 6. Good.
Got it.
Yep. This Lannisters is gone. Okay. How far is this? It's got a 3-inch charge. That's fine. I'm gonna activate. Now that you have Crown, I'm gonna activate Flayed Men.
Yep.
They're just gonna go for the good old flank charge.
Yep.
Auto in with their maneuver.
You got it.
Roll for cards. They become weakened because of the objective. And we will go, let's make it clear that's on Uller. And 6 on 3s, Criplo Sundering.
Look at these.
with rerolls. Reroll the failures. 6 hits.
6 hits on
sixes.
sixes. Panic on a -4.
4. They're dead. Wait, no, you don't have bags, so they don't.
And you got them. I think we can call it there.
Okay, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do now? You get 2 points. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Maybe a.
Well, shit, man. That was
long bomb charge, 6-inch charge with the mountain is about it. But even then,
and
odds.
How does that work, right? I would need to do 5 hits to even do a wound, right?
You need to do 4 hits.
Oh, shield wall is only 3.
Yeah, it's ranks.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's you need to get at least 1 crit and hit with everything, and you wouldn't get rerolls. So it's
right.
It's a long bomb, and even that doesn't, I don't think, bring it back to a win. That it would probably just delay the inevitable.
Yeah, which I would rather just get along with my Saturday.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry it was such a pain to schedule something. I'm glad we were able to get it in.
No, I'm sorry too. I'm getting married in June, so there's a lot of different wedding planning things and different stuff like that. So it's
shit.
It was more of my fault than your fault about scheduling. So.
It's all good. We got it in. So.
I'm glad we got a game in, and yeah, thanks. We'll need to get a third game in at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
We're 1-1 now.
I'm chomping at the bit to get my hands on these new Boltons. So.
Yeah, well, I'd expect with your name that you'd enemy points destroyed. Yeah, here, I'll just let you put the thing in. But yeah, thanks. I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks for watching. Thanks to people watching. If not, I'll post it up later.